Hello. 3 months ago, we officially became a 500 global portfolio company. Since then, we've already doubled our growth. We've reached 200,000 in annual recurring revenue, are operating in 13 countries, and working with the biggest radio groups in Europe, like Bauer and NRG. The fast growth comes down to one core insight. Competitor ads are the #1 source of new leads for broadcasters. But unlike social media, broadcast is live. There's no record to search. And I lived this nightmare, running Latvia's largest broadcaster. The analytics tools we bought were useless, delivering raw, surface-level data months too late. So my sales team wasted 40 hours each month listening to competitor stations. And by the time we reached out, 70% of the leads were gone. This inefficiency cost the broadcast industry billions each year. And that is why we built Spotwise, the AI co-pilot for media sales. First, we monitor broadcasts in real time, capturing the full context with audio and transcripts that legacy tools miss. Then, we automate the entire sales process, detecting new leads, finding contacts, drafting emails, and updating CRMs. And the results are immediate. Customers double their leads, save 40 hours per rep, and make an extra 10K each month. And last week, we launched something that is going to completely revolutionize the broadcast industry. It's the world's first agentic AI that has access to real-time and historical broadcast data. It can generate reports, do analytics, and of course, find and convert leads on autopilot. We're starting with radio, expanding into TV, and capturing the full 200 billion traditional broadcast market. And that is only the beginning. And our team was built for this. I was the head of digital at Latvia's largest commercial broadcaster, EHR, where I took them from 0 to 1 million in new digital revenue. Randy built real-time monitoring systems for major Baltic insurers. And Raymond is a senior full-stack engineer trusted by brands like Lego and Microsoft. Broadcasters lose billions as soon as ads air. Spotwise lets them capture it. Thank you. On time.
Excellent. Excellent timing. I love the trailer voice. So, this summer, an investor asks a question that the founder struggles to answer. And the investor is?
I can.
Andris.
Great energy, Robert. It's amazing. Thanks for the pitch.
Thank you.
Could you tell us a bit more, how do the legacy players currently play in this, and are they making use of AI, and maybe how do you differentiate there?
Yeah, so some of them are. Most legacy players use audio fingerprinting. That would be kind of comparable solutions because they offer kind of real-time data. Usually it's like a day or a week too late, right? But what most radio groups use currently is just media reports from like Kantar and Nielsen that are usually like a month or two late. They just contain the names, spend, and how many spots they placed, right? Without the transcripts, audio, not even talking about the whole sales part.
Any other questions? Andris.
How do you get from 10K a month from one customer to 200 billion in market size?
10K a month from one customer to 200 billion in market size. Well, that is the traditional broadcast market in total. If you're asking me the TAM, SAM, SOM calculations, of course, that number is different. What we're aiming for is around the 14 billion market, right? And that consists of multiple ICPs, not just radio broadcasters. So it's radio broadcasters primarily, then TV broadcasters, then media agencies, and then advertisers directly. I hope I answered your question.
We can have one super quick one, Linda.
Yeah, can you explain the significance of 10K for these customers, like extra revenue? What does that mean for them? Put that into...
Yeah, well, on average, it depends on market size, but it would be around 2 new campaigns per month, right? But of course, there's the lifetime value of the customer, so it's not a one-and-done deal. But right now, of course, the numbers are lower on the low end and much higher on the high end. There are customers who are making like 50,000 a month in new revenue, right? So it's kind of a lot, and it just depends on the broadcaster itself.
How much are they making overall?
I'm sorry?
How much are they making overall? So how much is the 10 now?
So the Latvian broadcaster, EHR, their revenue is around 4.8 mil annual revenue, and they made 108,000 in new revenue in the first 6 months when using our solution. So that's around 1.5%.
All right, thank you. Give it up for Spotwise.
Thank you.
All right, we are welcoming our next pitch, our second pitcher of today. So round of applause for Mihails from Deep Space Energy.
Space is cool, isn't it? Space and space energy is cooler. I'm Mihails, I'm founder of Deep Space Energy. Do you know that a single defense geosat costs over 1 billion? And such assets are responsible for early missile warning, signal intelligence, and SAR. Yet they all rely on solar panels and batteries. And when the shadow and battery go low, they become vulnerable. And what is the real cost of losing these expensive assets in very critical moment? And it can happen because of the laser attack or cyber attack or proximity operation of adversary. So this is the reason why Deep Space Energy became the first Latvian company who was accepted in NATO Diana organization. And now let's go to the moon. So the same problem, even bigger scale. The single lunar rover cannot outlast the single lunar night, which is 14 days of darkness and extreme cold. According to PricewaterhouseCoopers, the lunar economy will reach $150 billion by mid of century, where the third part of it is energy sector. Just imagine, $50 billion is the same size of GDP of Latvia. We have a solution for both of the problem. Our radioisotope power generator takes radioactive material from nuclear waste, which self-decay into the heat, and we transform that heat into electricity. And our converter works 5 times more efficient than legacy NASA technology used now. 5 times more energy, 5 times less radioactive material to be used. So we raised our pre-seed round, 930,000, including 2 contracts with the European Space Agency. And we also have commercial tractions, LOIs, with Airbus, Thales Space, and iSpace. And we develop our comprehensive testing and validation plan, which will bring us to the moon by 2030. And to execute this plan, we are raising 5 million euros seed money. So we are the team, which includes second-time founder, myself, brilliant ex-professor, and also founder of nanoavionics, the Lithuanian space Skype. So once Alan Kay said, the best way to predict the future is to invent it. At Deep Space Energy, we are inventing the future where nuclear waste is used for to power satellites for our safety, and lunar economy for prosperity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for an out-of-this-world pitch. Let's see what the questions bring. Andris?
Yeah, so what can you say about price and size of the business? So how much would one of these units potentially be sold for?
Let me bring this this way. For us to get on the moon will cost approximately 250 million euros. And once we are there, 1 unit can sell electricity for 10 years, which will be equal to 450 million. So 1 unit, 10 years, 450 million, it costs 200 million to be there.
You didn't quite answer the question, but
You can calculate how
what-
many units will be there,
But
but
do you-
it depends
do you-
on the missions.
do you have an estimate of like,
Oh, sure.
is this like $1 million product, of 100,000 product, like what?
Okay, right now, we're speaking now, so there are 15 missions planned to the moon in 2030s by NASA, ESA, JAXA, ISRO. So that means 15 units over the 2030s. You can calculate 15 cross 450. This is actually our revenue.
Okay.
Okay, one more question.
Okay,
Magda?
great. Yeah, love this pitch. Question on timing. Are you too early?
Oh no, absolutely. We're too late probably. Yeah, have you ever heard actually day before yesterday, NASA said they will cancel orbiter and will go directly to the surface of the moon. They will build the moon base. And it will be just in a few years. No, we're actually already late, so that's why we have to rush up.
Right. Thank you. Space is cool. So is deep space energy.
All right, we're halfway there, so let's welcome our next startup with a round of applause. HELMX, Reinis.
Hi, HELMX is an AI smart helmet that turns industrial sites and workflows into digital copies. My name is Reinis. We are a trusted British petroleum partner for digital twin solutions. And the problem we are solving is that up to $245,000 every 24 hours, oil and gas companies are losing due to unexpected maintenance. And that's not me saying, that's General Electric's. And they're also saying that companies like British Petroleum, using predictive data-based approach, can be up to 36% more efficient. But it is time-consuming and costly to collect that data. So we thought, there are 400 million helmets being sold every year. So what if we take a safety helmet and turn it into an automated industrial data capture device? It would reduce cost and timing for digitalization. It would improve visibility and actually enable robotic training. That's why 2 years ago, we started to develop HELMX, a safety helmet with cameras that captures objects and human actions. It has 360-degree panoramic vision. It has absolutely unique patent-pending AI indoor navigation system. And all captured data is being analyzed through the AI, providing actionable insights to all of our clients. I have personally spoken to all of the top 10 global energy companies, and all of them recognize the problem, and they're ready to do the pilots and purchase. We sell one helmet for $200, and we take a subscription fee, $200 a month. We go to market, starting with the pilot projects, then we go to reference-driven expansion, partner-led distribution, and we scale across the industries like construction and maritime once we are done with oil and gas. We have some competitors, but none of them have 360-degree vision, and none of them have unique indoor navigation system like we do. I am a serial entrepreneur. My companies are doing 30 million in sales annually, and this is a spin-off project from our main business. We have great advisors, a Tony Hunter from BP, and we have an advisor from Google. Our technical team contains from 10 PhD engineers with 50 scientific articles in background. We are raising $2 million seed round on a safe note with a $10 million cap. We will do a lot of pilot projects this year, and by end of the year, we will start production and deployment of the helmets. BP Ventures and Shell Ventures are on board. We're looking to close a small check of $500,000, and that's it. HELMX, reinventing effective asset management. Thank you.
Thank you. If the construction thing doesn't work out with this helmet, I think you can become the ultimate influencer.
Thank you.
So, Magda, Linda.
Almost.
Close enough.
What sort of data analysis do you do, and then what do you index, and therefore what sort of insights are you able to give your customers?
Yeah, so first of all, today we are providing data to British Petroleum. It's like Google Street View reality capture, and they're able to reduce 74% of the site visits, so they don't need to send people to the offshore platforms, and they can save more than 80 million a year based on the data we are providing. Now with the helmet, we can do it much quicker, and we can save them even more money than we do now.
Just to be more specific on what sort of data do you index, or what do you look at through the video?
Okay, so it's like a Google Street View. You can imagine it like a Google Street View map, but of the offshore rig. And then we can do a productivity analysis of how people work. And the last thing, and which I think is really strategically important, is that we can finally start creating data sets to train future robots to perform human tasks.
Okay, thanks.
We can have one more question.
Yes, I'd like to understand the revenue potential. You mentioned that the helmet subscription will be $200 a month.
Yeah.
How deep of a penetration do you imagine it having in an organization?
Actually, it's super simple. I thought, look, there are 400 million helmets being sold. Even if you take a $50 a subscription fee for one helmet, that's a lot of money. And we have a client in Germany with 45,000 employees, and they want to know where are they and what they do. So if we take 45,000 people and we take even a $50 a subscription fee, that's a lot of money.
All right. Thank you. This was Helmex.
Okay, we're down to our final finalist. Let's welcome on stage with a round of applause, Wield VR, Timo.
Hi, I'm Timo, founder of Wield VR, and this is what weapon simulation used to look like. A different gun for every use. Until I invented this, the one stock, one modular shape-shifting device. Today, 50 million people own VR headsets, and every time they pick up a virtual gun, they hold a plastic toy, not a clicker. This changes that. Gives you a realistic feeling for any size, any shape, on the fly. 2 years, $2 million, 60% fully loaded margins. 12,000 units sold. December, $270K in a single month, all from a single Shopify store. Adding Amazon alone is projected to double our sales. But the gunstock business is proof of market and execution. It's not the destination. The VR accessories market is fragmented. Rifles, pistols, golf clubs, sports handles, comfort grips, all dead ends. We are building a magnetic ecosystem to connect them all. Think MagSafe for VR. $130 million market. And we have our main competitors' internal playbooks. We know exactly how to win this market and why they can't. Also, they copied our design, and our patent is about to be granted. Our users request one feature above everything else: haptic feedback, real recoil, the kick. Our core electronics are already working. This opens dramatically larger opportunities. It takes us beyond VR gaming into a $686 million dry-fire training market, where a civilian pistol shooter saves $784 a month in ammo costs, and every shot they fire gives them data on how to improve their skills, making them want to come back for more. And all of this is achievable from the comfort of their home. And we're not just building into a vacuum. Paintball and airsoft is $4 billion market of people who already want realistic replicas. Every kid with a Nerf gun, 100 million of them, are our future customers. Work from home has become permanent, and AR glasses are about to come to make this technology mainstream. AI will make software development easy, but hardware remains hard. Moats will just deepen. And defense budgets are at an all-time high, giving us a funded path to explore that side further. Social media, cool guns, toys on YouTube. 786 million views on a single video. Now imagine we add haptics and these connect to all of your devices. We are raising 1.7 million euro late seed round. Business Finland doubles it for a total funding package of 3.2 million for 2 years of runway. There is no category leader in hardware that makes virtual worlds feel real. We aim to be. Thank you. I'm Timo from Wield. We are.
Thank you. Outside sun is out, and Timo brought the guns out as well. So do we have any questions? Magda?
Yeah, thank you. You mentioned a lot of different verticals. Which one are you most excited about? Long term.
Well,
I understand that consumer is a good testing market and you get a lot of traction.
Yeah, absolutely. So we want to take the things one by one, but we do all development of, let's say, for the haptics in a modular way so that they can be adapted as flexibly as possible to new markets as we go forwards. We really think that this market is something that is about to explode with the AR glasses becoming mainstream in the 2030s. So the businesses who build for the R&D in a smart way within the next 4 years are the ones to reap the rewards in the future.
Arti?
Does that answer your question, or do you want a direct answer to the...
No, it partly answers my question.
Okay, yeah.
So
well, I'm most excited. Personally, I'm most excited about the gamification of toys that this will allow, way beyond what the current products that we have is capable of.
Timo, a question here.
Yes.
2 years in, 2 million of revenue. How big is your team? I'm just wondering how many people are needed for this.
So we have currently 5 people in the team, and with some agencies that we utilize for, let's say, paid advertising, and we have partners for the haptics R&D development and supply chain, and we basically have a strong network of people that I was able to bring on board to support our vision.
Okay, thank you, Wield VR. Let's give a round of applause.
Thank you.